guys, headed out for another trip, probably one of our last big trips of the year. We'll get a couple more smaller ones, but it's gonna be 2.5 days basically. Oh, what is it, 11 o'clock in the morning, 11:30? Yeah. Kind of learned some lessons from the last trips. Wanted to get out and see the country. We're gonna be hunting in the daylight. If you guys have watched our video, Google Earth scouting, you can only scout so much on Google Earth. You need to actually get out and, like I said, ground truth it. And we ended up doing a lot of extra driving last time because we didn't ground truth anything before we got out there. We got out there at dark, and yeah, it wasn't as good a country as we thought it was going to be. So we're going to do that first this trip and check out a whole bunch of new country. Going through some old country right now and trying to get into some new stuff. So hopefully we do pretty good out here. Got some storms coming in Tuesday, I believe. But other than that, wind should be maybe up to 5, and then it's going to be real cold at night, down in the teens, but fairly warm during the day, probably up close to 50. So see how we do. So a lot of guys ask why we don't hunt coyotes all year. Well, we live in the desert and it's hot. This is January 17th, I believe, and we were sweating. It was 65 degrees and it just was not fun. We waited till a little later in the afternoon, about 2 or 3 hours of daylight left. Driving up the highway, we saw all these antelope out in the flat and decided we just had to make a stand there.
By the antelope. Just in front of the antelope.
Well, it's too bad that first one didn't come in a little quicker. We would have got both of those. He was just a little too far out after that first shot, though.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Well, I got...
Did you see this one ever?
No, I didn't. No, I got it. I got that one on video. Like, as soon as you kissed, I was like, gosh, got another one coming in.
Well, I'm looking at this one, and that's what I did. I just kind of panned around. I looked, and I see him. He's coming through the brown grass out here, like 50 yards. I'm like, ugh!
Oh, god damn it. Well, there's our double.
It wasn't a true double, but we'll take it.
Yeah, they didn't come together.
You see how close he got to the call?
Yeah.
Did you get him on video right here close? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I ain't even gonna get up, guys. Look. Where's the call? The call's right. Did you already pick up the call? No, you didn't.
What's that?
No, nothing. So there's the call. Coyote came basically right to it.
You see his tracks right here.
Is that it?
Yeah.
So some of you might be wondering why we shot this coyote this far out. Well, the wind was kind of bad on the stand. It kept switching, and watching his body language, that little turn he does right here, and just that hesitant posture, we knew he wasn't going to come any closer, and if he did, he was probably going to get downwind.
Had to get that one shot before he got downwind any better,
I
huh?
had to. I didn't want to shoot him there. I wanted him to come in. But I could feel that breeze just hit me right there, and he's right there, and he's hesitant as it is. You could tell coming in, because even when I first saw him, he was just kind of slowly coming, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't want to shoot him there. And it was actually kind of at a pretty awkward angle, really.
It looked like a little high on the hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was kind of set for right in here, so I was kind of hunched down a little bit.
Nice.
And he didn't give me a real broad, so he was kind of quartering. But
Well,
we'll take it.
good shot. He went straight down. So I'm gonna sit right here, make you walk all the way over there.
I don't blame you.
Well, while Garrett goes get that one, I'll do a little tip of the day of how to make the best of a bad stand. Driving in here, we got to looking at this country. It's pretty rolling, little canyons. Looked like this was gonna be a nice, just little roller and nice kind of just little bowl, a couple draws coming into it, and nice and flat on the other side. And we get over here, and there's like 4 little canyons. I don't know, maybe 40, 50 feet deep, not real big. And the wind has been moving all over on us. It's supposed to be out of the north today. That's why we picked the route we did. And it's been kind of out of the south, a little bit out of the east. And it changed 3 different times while we're sitting on the stand. So back to the tip of the day, making the best of a bad situation or bad stand. Just know what could go wrong. Perfect example here is, if I get this thing squared away in there, and if you can find the coyote. So there for a second, the wind was blowing straight at where Garrett's at, maybe a little bit down here. And when we first sat down, it was blowing down that way. So we set up so we could see this downwind side. And then it switches and starts blowing this way. So that didn't help us out. I think he's left, Garrett. Anyway, this coyote comes in from up here, which I said the wind was blowing about that way. Coyote comes in that way and starts circling this way. Just know that you're gonna want it. What? So anyway, as he's circling downwind, we know we got to get him shot out there. He's hesitant as it is. That's why you got to set up where you can see the most country available and know when to shoot the coyote. That's as big as anything, is to know when to shoot. Had we waited any longer with that one, even though that's probably 200, 250, we wouldn't have got that one killed. He'd have got downwind and just walked over the hill and been gone. So, tip of the day is making the best of a bad stand or bad situation. Know what can go wrong and know what to do if it's going to, so you can get the coyote killed. Bigger?
A little bit, yeah. Not this year's pup, probably 2-year-old.
Nice. I don't know if you heard me talking, but I did tip of the day while you were gone. This, guys, is why we like the canvas cutters.
Installed.
And your bed is done.
Done. Just like that. Just a little drive out to the east. Got 2 coyotes tonight and 4 stands in here, so we'll see what the morning brings. Should be pretty good.